Well, on this gracious occasion, I, Pallavi Dikshit, Assistant Professor, Sistek Ratibar, wishes a very brightful and gracious morning to all the dignitaries connected, to our highly respected guest of today's program, to the HOD members, faculty members, and all the wonderful students. Well, we all have clubbed to have an expert talk on statistics for engineers through the online Facebook medium. We all know without mathematics, there's nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is calculation and numbers. Mathematics definitely teaches us the basic life principle. That is, for every problem, there is a possible solution. With this, I would like to give the briefing of the program. Today, our expert is mainly going to emphasize on one of the major branches of mathematics, that is statistics. In the easiest words possible, statistics is the study and manipulation of data, including ways to gather data, to review the data, to analyze it, and to draw conclusion based on it. It is basically used to make investing decisions. Well, dear students, the pie chart, the bar graph, which you all see in the pictorial form, are all based on statistics. The purpose of this talk would be to bridge the gap between engineers, experts, and our wonderful students, thereby ensuring that engineers of today will be better equipped to serve the industry. We really feel highly privileged to have such an esteemed and knowledgeable guest with us, Dr. Dhaval Mehta. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, to Sistek family. Well, for this, I would request and call upon our very senior and experienced faculty from Mathematics Department, Dr. Spurti Verma, to give the profile briefing of our respected expert.
Very good morning to everyone, all the audiences and students, and obviously to my extreme, to our extreme expert, Dr. Dhaval Mehta sir. It's my privilege that I'm reading out your profile to all my audience. Dr. Dhaval Mehta is a doctorate in management and currently working as an assistant professor, Department of Business and Industrial Management, Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University, Surat. He has 20 years of experience of postgraduate teaching and research experience. He has presented over 40 published papers in national and international conferences. He has been the key resource person for the research methodology workshops organized at various levels, including NITs. He has authored 3 books titled Data Analysis Using Minitab. Minitab is a software, statistical software. Data Analysis Using R software. Machine Analysis Using R software. He has organized various faculty development programs on data analysis using SPSS, AMOS, Minitab, eViews, R software, R Rattle, Gretl, MATLAB, Design Expert, Tora, Atlas Type, Orange, IBM Watson Predictive Analysis, Rapidminer, Python using Jupyter, Smart PLS, qualitative data analysis using NVivo, etc. More than 8,000 faculties have been trained for various research softwares. A very strong profile, sir, and certainly we are looking forward that our students and audience will benefit from your lecture. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Is it visible?
No, sir, not now.
Is
Yes,
it good?
yes, sir.
My today's lecture is on related to statistics for engineers, and I have tried to. Uh, I want to talk it more in the terms of opportunity which is knocking at your door, right? Great opportunity at your doorsteps, and why only for engineers? Because I am one of the engineer, and I am from IIT, and I am from, and I know the what are the possibilities which are there for you. Now, let me show you some simple things like this one, that identify the pattern. Of course you are all you will be able to do it very easily, that what will be the next number, you will tell me this is 5. If I say what will be the next number, you will say 25. But when it comes to the third line, now you will not be able to solve this pattern. Okay, you will take some time. This is the point where the machine learning, the data science, and everything comes into the picture. So, what is our objective here is using the numbers. We are all using the probabilities. We are all using the correlation, regression. All this can be incorporated in our existing knowledge to predict the future. And what can be the next number? We can do it very easily. Why it is an opportunity for us? Because we are learning statistics at various levels, we are learning mathematics at various levels, and a totally new field has emerged. Most of you must be aware, a data scientist. The combination of engineer with statistics. I'll request others to mute the mic. Hello. Hello. Yeah. uh, the combination of engineer with statistics, with mathematics, and with a programming, it is, you can say, a need of an hour. Most of the time we feel that we missed the bus, that this was a good thing we missed out. Shruti ma'am, can we mute someone whose voice is, hello, hello, Shruti ma'am,
Yes,
hello.
sir.
There
Yes, sir. I'm
is
there.
constant voice coming, humming sound, or something is coming. Can we mute? And
Yeah,
please.
sure. I'll talk to.
Yeah, there is constant mute. Fine. Now see, this we have done it. So what I want to say is that for you people, the bus is still coming. It is for the first time it will happen that the opportunity is knocking your door. Okay, and I'm informing you that equip yourself before the bus arrives. And there is lot of possibilities, lot of things which you can do in each and every area. Let's see the area. What is your role as an engineer and where you can excel upon? Let's start. This is the buzzword, data is the new oil, and I have already started extracting the oil, right? I have already started extracting the oil in terms of organizing various workshops, seminars. I have already started. So what I feel is, come join. This is a new big thing which is going to happen, right? Now, who is generating the data? First, if I talk about 20 years back or 30 years back, the data was only generated by corporates. Then the data is was generated by government, then NGOs. But one more, you can say, person identity has been joined to it, and that is you. You are generating the data. I am generating the data. Where we all are generating the data in form of tweets, posts, mails, and we require this data to be analyzed. Why? Why we want to analyze this data? Because it has been felt that 80% of the data which is there, it is a unstructured data, the data which is in form of which is in the form of words, text, images, audios, and videos. We want to analyze such data also. Okay, just imagine how much data will be is generated. 294 billion emails, 500 million tweets a day, 65 billion WhatsApp messages every day. So this is the humongous data which is being generated every day. While we reach 2025, 463 exabytes of data will be generated, which is as equal to having this much DVDs per day. Now, data has changed its structure, okay, Am I visible? Am I audible? No, ma'am. Shruti, ma'am. Hello. Am I
Yes,
audible?
sir. Very much audible.
Yeah. Now, data has changed its name, and now it is known as big data. Understand one thing: big data is not a data which is big. This is used most of the time, but no, big data is not the data which is big. Big data has got some qualities. And what are those qualities? That it has got variety, veracity, velocity, volume. Okay, we are all handling the data in Excel format, right? This data which is there in Excel format, which is specified in rows and column, is a structured data. Okay, but we have to deal now with the semi-structured data. Okay, and what is your role as an engineer? I will explain this after a few slides. You are all well averse with working in Excel. You must have worked in Excel at various levels, right? But we have to go beyond this if we want to have an opportunity in the field of data science, right? So we'll have to go beyond this. And what is beyond this? If you can handle semi-structured data, unstructured data, I'll give you with examples also. Okay, I'll show you the examples which I have, which is written in my book, how to deal with unstructured data by an algorithm, how to work on it, what are the softwares which are available. So you should be having, you can say you should be having an experience of semi-structured and unstructured. Then you can get a good opportunity. Okay, then there is a velocity in the data which comes here. The speed at which the data is generated and the rate of analysis is also prime importance, because the generation speed data is generated at very large speed, right? uh, in terms of volume, we are having the YouTube data, the event data, the corpus data, the speech, social media, and all this. These volumes are also there. I'll give you another example to this: is that sometimes when you watch a YouTube video, uh, as you only watch one time, but immediately it will understand that this person's likings are like this, and it will give you just suggested video automatically, right? And we get hooked up on this because the suggestions come on its own. If just imagine 30 years back or 40 years back, somebody was told that you will have something in which you just play a song which you like, and immediately it will pick up the another song which is of your liking. Or when you go to Amazon or when you go to Flipkart and when you buy a book, immediately after some time it will say that suggested readings to you. And there is a very classical case in this matter of Walmart, that they have patented this product. And what is this product is that, just a minute, also. Just a minute. Okay. So they have patented this product, and what is this product all about? That if you do a purchase there, and suppose you have just gone and just you visited their website, and if you are driving a car near a Walmart showroom, immediately they will give the notification to you that this product has arrived in the store and you can possibly purchase this product, right? So this is a notification which is given immediately, right? So such things are now known as, a new word has came into the picture, that is predictive and prescriptive analysis, which cannot be done without the help of statistics. Data has a lot of veracity. Data is coming from so many different backgrounds that we are in doubt that which data to we rely. Okay. So now our role is also to detect that which data is reliable data. So you see, this is data at rest, this is data in motion, data in many forms, data in doubt. So from structured data, we are have now moved to unstructured data, and we want to analyze all of them. Okay, so we are having in structured data, we are having database, which I have already explained. There is a spreadsheet and XML files in semi-structured, quasi-structured clickstream data, and in unstructured text documents, PDF, images, and videos. Now see the data types. I have worked in structured data, I have worked in unstructured data, I have worked in time series data, a little bit in natural language data. Still, I am not able to explore the linked data, the network data, event data, real-time data, and geographic data. Within, you can say, short span of time, I'm going to start exploring how to analyze the geographic data also. So people are required in all these areas, and you can do it in the terms that you can pick up that I only want to work on network data, right? And you can work on those algorithms which are there, which are related to network data, right? Again, the data has been segregated into two components, quantitative and qualitative. And depending upon your data is qualitative, you require different sets of skills. And depending upon the quantitative data, you require different sets of softwares. Both of them require different types of softwares to learn. Okay, see this. If I talk about descriptive statistics, which we used to do some years back, it was basically we were talking about what is happening in my business, right? What is happening in my business? In diagnostics, why it is happening? In predictive, what's likely to happen? And in prescriptive, now we want to give strategies to the corporates that you should take this action based on the predictive analysis. Is it clear? So this all depends on how strong knowledge you are having related to your statistics background, your engineering background. Why I'm saying the engineering background? Now listen carefully. Am I audible? No, Shruti ma'am. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
are.
You must be learning something. Are they learning maintenance, preventive maintenance, and all the things they are learning, ma'am? I'm not sure. Engineer, are they having this maintenance subject?
No, sir.
Tribology subject? Okay, fine.
No, sir. No,
It's
sir.
fine. It's fine. Now, see, I'll give you an example to this. That you must be working in, you must be using some machinery, and you want to predict that when will be the next failure which will happen. So that is a predictive, predictive statistic, that when will be the next preventive maintenance which is required. If you have purchased a car, now you get a frequent calls also that your 20,000 kilometers are over. Now it requires a maintenance. So such type of analysis have came into the picture. Or it can, there are some advanced cars which are available, that which are connected to your GPS, and which are connected to the servers, which are connected to the server, and they will tell you what has gone wrong in your system, and by which part is likely to fail. Even doctors are using this predictive and prescriptive analysis. They can detect someone's problem before the things before the things will happen. So IBM Watson is working in this health area. You can say rigorous work has been done by IBM to predict even the machinery, even the humans, and what will happen next. Okay, I'll show you a small demo which I have done of predicting what will happen next. Now, types of study, again we are having in structured data also, we are having so many types of data. It's a cross section study, the longitudinal study, and the panel data. Now, cross section study, if I talk about, then it is uh, at this moment of time, if I take the data and I analyze it, so that's a cross section study. It's just like clicking your photographs one shot and analyzing it. If I take the photograph of last 20 years of any place or any person, so if I talk about data of last 20 years, then it is a longitudinal study. I require different types of skills in both of them. Both the opportunities are open for you. That, say for example, you only want to work on time series data. Okay, you only want to work on time series data. Just a minute, there is a call which is coming from an important person, our VC. Just a minute. So I'll start from here, right? Now, unstructured data has also got different types of analysis. That is a sentiment analysis, natural language processing, search analysis, speech analysis, and log analysis. I'll give you an example to sentiment analysis. Okay, we that we are having an algorithm. I have also written this algorithm in my book. That depending upon your speech, that you deliver a speech, how much positive emotions are there or how much negative emotions are there in the speech, it can be detected. Okay, and your desire and your speech can be doctored. Okay, there is one theater in one country, which is capturing your emotions. Based on the emotions, you have to pay for the movie. Okay, it will capture your emotions, and it on that basis, suppose there is a scene in which there is a laughter, and you laugh on that particular scene. On that basis, it will detect your emotions, and you have to pay the money on that based on that sentiments. Then there is a speech analysis. Many politicians and many of them have started using this doctored speech analysis, that what type of things are demanded or what type of a speech should I deliver here, which can give me the more, you can say, more mileage. So we are, you can say, the text analysis which we want to do. So in our in our SU and IT, there are many workshops which are being done by engineers, right, on natural language processing. What will be the next word which can be written? Those who are using Grammarly, it will predict that what will be the next word which can be written, or what is the correct grammar which can be written. And all this requires nothing and nothing, it requires statistics, maths, and combination of engineers, right? See these files, we are first we used to have only doc files. Now see that for file types, there are so many file types which we have to handle. So first we used to work on Excel, from which there is a business intelligence. We shifted to business intelligence, in which people started interacting with the data. Then we moved to advanced analytics, where maths, stats, and computers started interacting with the data. Okay, and we are working in algorithms, and we know the binary language of binary language, which is 1 0, and therefore things get simple for us, because the logic development is there in us, because we have to write the program of if else, and that's the reason we can shift to advanced analytics, right? The sources of data, if you want to be if you want to be a data scientist, or you want to open the good avenues for your career. See, traditionally we used to handle Excel and CSV and RDBMS database. Now we require that you should know Hadoop, know SQL. I will tell you the sources also from where you can learn. Okay, from where you can learn. The forms of data are static, which was data at rest. Now it is dynamic. This is unstructured data, and this is structured and unstructured data. So if you are doing descriptive analytics, you are still in 90s. If you are using Excel, then you are still in 90s. If you are using diagnostic tools, then you are in 2000, 2004. Predictive analysis is just 2005 and 2010. And see this prescriptive analytics, it is just started 2011. It means that still the bus has not arrived. It is just, you can say, not even 10 years old, right? And there is a cognitive which we have, which we should there is a cognitive intelligence. Now IBM is offering its product from descriptive to cognitive. It is having an IBM SPSS, which is a descriptive statistics. It is having an IBM modeler, which is a predictive analytics, and there is an IBM Cognos, which works from descriptive to cognitive. Right, now see, depending upon the requirement and the complexity, what type of skills are required now. Okay, what types of skills which are there in the market, which you can definitely explore. First, reporting, business value low, complexity low. This is we are doing in Excel, and that's the only thing which is there. But now we require dashboards. they must not you must not have been exposed to the environment of dashboards, but I'll like to show you how dashboards are working. So that now the new technique which is there is data visualization technique. Okay. Am I uh, is the PPT visible to you, know, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll show you a simple example of the two softwares which are working neck to neck in just business intelligence, and that is Tableau, Power BI, and Google Studio. Okay, and industry requires this type of software. One more thing, whenever I give a lecture, I always share the sources also with you, and how you can learn these things very easily. So there are good news for all of you. One good news is that Tableau is completely free if you are a student. You have to send your ID card to the company, and they will give you Tableau license version 1 year free. 1 year is a good time in which you can learn. Then there is a Power BI also, which is there, which you can learn. So now the industry requires this type of this type of students who know this. See this. I will start with one file which is there. Just a minute. Okay. See, this is a dashboard files which is there, and this is I am doing these workshops on a quite often basis. So they have provided me the professional version. On left hand side there are variables, on right hand side there is a canvas. Now I normally, if you plot a chart in Excel, you can only work on 2 dimension or 3 dimension. But see, I'll show you something, that I want to see that according to the segment, what are my profits. Just drag it and drop it, and the things are done. If I want to see the chart on it, just I will right click on it. Okay, and the chart is ready. Then I can flip it. Okay, so 2 dimensions are there, right? Now I can include one more thing in this, that tell me according to the uh, what is the sales in this. Okay, so if I drop sales in the color, third dimension comes into the picture. See, sales. According to this, I can include one more dimension, and that is quantity, and see, fourth dimension, quantity. I can include again one more dimension. Based on shipping mode, make the graph 1 2 3 4. I can still include one more dimension here, that is product on the top, and see, the things will change here also. Wait, product graph. See, I am working on so many dimensions one at a time. This is working in dashboards. This software, Tableau, if the student version will come free, learn it, students. You will be able to get good job. One, there is a Tableau certification online which you can avail, and it is also at a very subsidized price. If you get that Tableau certification, you will be able to get a good opportunity. You require a knowledge of, again, statistics, uh, uh, and mathematics. Let me come back here, and I will show you more and more softwares depending upon this. Then comes statistical modeling. Right here, we require a knowledge of R and Python. R is, you can say, it's not just, it is just 6 to 7 years old, not more than that, right? And you can work on this R. There are lectures which are available, and there are, you can say, books also available on this. Definitely I will share my book with you. This book, which is available on Amazon, it's not a marketing, but I will tell you the easiest way in which the things can be written. Okay, easiest way in which the things you can learn. Say this book, data analysis using R. This is the book which is being used, this brown color. This is an old book. Now this is a book which is being used as a textbook in Delhi University and Goa University for the next generation data scientists. Entire codes from structured, unstructured, everything has been taken care in this. Right. This is second way. The third is there is a Swayam portal. I hope you are aware about Swayam portal, which is there in the mobile app. Okay, you can very easily download it and you can do all the learnings free of cost. You will get certificate free of cost. So that is being developed by our that is the initiative which has been taken by our honorable Prime Minister. Swayam portal, in which you get the training from the professors of IITs and IIMs to teach you about machine learning, data science, and you get certificate and you can get the good job, right? Then there is machine learning, which you require a neural network in which you are already learning neural network, deep learning. But now this neural network knowledge which is there, you have to convert it into deep learning by use of algorithms, right? You have to learn Python, and you or if you don't want to learn Python, you can learn R. Both are competing languages right now. You can also make a career in chatbots and robots. Robots, I'm not talking about the formal robots, I'm talking about the robots which can detect. Even your laptop can be converted into the robots that, for example, somebody wants to detect that who has worn the mask and who has not worn the mask. So there is a you can say packages by which you can write an algorithm in Python which will detect that you are wearing a mask or you are not wearing the mask. All that things are possible now. Chatbots, we often came across the chatbots that if I ask some question, immediately there is a reply. So there are engineers which are required in chatbots also. Okay, I'll show you some representation, something what has changed in data and what we should be doing it. So before some years, the war was being fought by using bows and arrows, which was replaced by cannons, which was replaced by machineries, and now which is being replaced by robots. Similarly, the data industry or the data science also has shifted from descriptive analytics to predictive to prescriptive analysis. So in descriptive analysis, what we used to do, we used to generate graphs, reports, Excel, all that things. In predictive analysis, we are doing statistical analysis and data mining. And in prescriptive analysis, we are doing optimization planning. You must be learning the subject of material resource planning, enterprise resource planning. By utilizing all this, we will be in the position to optimize it. What are the softwares which have changed? So Excel was there, which was replaced by SPSS WinTap, which was replaced by MATLAB. Then came Microsoft Azure, Orange, R, OpenNN, TensorFlow, which was replaced by SPSS Modeler, Weka 9, which was replaced by IBM Watson Analytics. So you can see how the things are changing. I will give you the demo of IBM Watson Analytics, that what type of analytics can be, what type of analysis can be done. Okay, it's a small 5 minutes recording which I have already taken because I have to give the lecture quite often at many places and it is not possible that the internet connectivity is not there. I'll give a very small demo of it. Okay, that how you can analyze the data. Now see, first example come is this example. Is it visible, Shruti ma'am? Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Now see, this is completely unstructured data. The tweets done by the customers. The tweets done by the customer. Okay. Just hello. Huh? Hello. Yeah, yeah, I'm busy. I'm in workshop. Okay. I'll try. Okay, I'll try. Okay. 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 Now this unstructured data which was there is completely a structured data, right? Now these are the tweaks which have been done by the various customers. Now see how it will analyze. I will directly drag it to the place. See, just a minute. I'll directly drag it to the place. And I want to find out the most, you can say, the reason which is there, which is there of late flights which have happened. So most of the time there is a late flight. Okay. So there is a problem of late flight, and I want to find out that it is happening with which airline more. Right click, others. I'll go there and I'll directly go to the airline. Okay, airline. So this is known as a drilling approach, which is not possible in Excel. So now I got the answer that see it was an unstructured data. I'm working on unstructured data. Now just I will go to the place that in which place it is happening more, right? Then in United Airlines, in which location it is happening more. Okay, so just you can click here on the location, just a minute, and it will tell me that late flights are opening more where, right? So San Francisco Bay Area, there is a problem of late flight more. I will again right click on it, and I will also I'm also in the position to find out that in which time zone it has happened more. So just imagine the level of intelligence which has gone in analyzing the data, right? So okay, let me come back here. So this is what is I'm talking about predictive, that I can predict that what is happening, right? What are the data science tools which are required? So at various levels of data, you require different tools like data collection and ingestion, data cleaning and mining, data exploration and visualization, data analysis. So you can say there are somewhere around 40 softwares which are there. There are somewhere around somewhere around hundreds of algorithms which are there. Hundreds of opportunities are there for you. Okay, you can master any one of them, right? The 14 most data science tools which I use are SAS, Tableau, Jupyter, Scikit-learn, Weka, ggplot2. So where does a data scientist come into the picture? Okay, am I audible now? Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir,
Hello.
you're audible.
Yeah. So now where a data scientist comes into the picture? Now see, there is a communication. You require a knowledge of statistics, you require a knowledge of programming, and you require a knowledge of business. Now there are very, you can say, less occasions where statistics and programmer are in the core. Okay, comes into the center. Because if you want to become a data scientist or a data engineer, there are three things which are open for you. So you require the knowledge of all this, then you become the perfect data scientist, right? So what is the demand? Skyrocketing demand is there. Demand for business analytics by 2020 will be 28% rise will be there. You work in India or you work anywhere abroad, we require people to analyze the data. Who will teach me business analytics? Organized institutes, right? Edureka, Udemy, Datacamp, Swayam, and there is something which is known as a self-learner. I am a self-learner. I started my career in 2008. Okay, I am a self-learner. So there is a Swayam portal also, which is there. So big three, these are, you can take up your role in the company as a data analyst, you can take up a role as a data scientist, you can take up a role as a data engineer. All these three roles you can take up, right? So what is the requirement of data analysis? And just see, this is the last figure which I have collected. $68,752 they pay per annum if you are having the skills of R and Python, SQL queries, data cleaning, data visualization, statistics mandatory, right? If you are a role of data scientist, you will be earning 1,28,173. You require a knowledge of statistical modeling, Supervised and unsupervised learning, R and Python, and data visualization tools. And if you are a data engineer, now it sounds something great. So it is 1,32,653. Advanced SQLs are required. Advanced programming skills in Python are required. These are different libraries which are related to it. Okay. Let me show you one more thing, which will interest you more. That what are the just a minute, which will interest you more. That example of predictive analytics, which I forgot to show you. Just a minute. That how the models are working. Okay, so I'll give you an example of Rapidminer, which I have recorded. It is a screen recording which I am sharing with you. Now see, this is Rapidminer, and it is a graphic user interface software for predictive analytics. What will happen tomorrow, right? So you have to select the data, select a task, prepare targets, select inputs, model types, and results. Now I'll pick up one sample file. Okay, the data which has been there, right? I'll select one churn data. So it picks up these values. It is not the data which I want to talk about. This. No, it's not that. Wait a minute. Wait. It is not this data. Okay. Talk about, yeah, this customer churn. That who are going to remain with us. There is a churning of the customer which is there. So the variables which have been picked up is that the customer will churn or not, will leave us or not, loyalty and churn, gender, male, female, age, how the customer is doing the payment, credit card, check, how much was his last transaction amount. Okay, now see. Now there are 578 observations which are related to loyalty of the customers and 322 which are churning. Okay, next. I want to make a model based on probability theories, based on regression. See, so this is nearby is a probability. Logistic regression, deep learning is related to your this neural network. And when I run this model, it will build a model. It will create an artificial brain of its own. That how these things are behaving. If you remember my first slide, that predict the pattern. So it will design its algorithm in such a way that it can predict, right? After doing this, see what we can do. Okay, once a brain has been constructed, artificial brain has been constructed, see what we can do more in this. Hmm? Okay, let me, these are the quality criterions that the model has been created properly or not. But I will show you one thing. See, now this, there is a simulator. If I change the male to female and see the how loyalty is changing. See, when I scroll the age on right hand side. Okay, so this type of softwares are there in the market to predict that what will happen, what will, when will be the next preventive maintenance which will happen. Upon depending upon the last transaction, the customer is will churn or not. I will be able to predict that thing, and based on the payment method, what is the loyalty. This is, you can say this is my learning, but how can I utilize these earnings in future? Okay, so there is something which is known as predictions which I want to do. Just a minute, I'll go in prediction. Okay, optimize. Now comes a new customer, right? whose age is, right, whose age is 35, right? Then I give another attribute, female. Then I give another attribute. The last transaction is 4,000. Then I give another attribute, right? And the payment method is cash. Just predict that will he is he a loyal customer or he will churn. Okay, he will leave us. So he will churn. This customer will churn. So that's the reason you get the call quite often, depending upon your usage of mobile, that you will be given the offers because your profile is dicey. There are, you must have came across that take a loan in 5 minutes, pre-approved loan in 5 minutes. So they all work on this type of algorithm. They are already having a database on basis of which they have made the algorithm that you can be given the loan or not. Is it clear? This is a predictive analytics. Now let us see the itinerary of the entire journey of machine learning with the use of statistics and as an engineer. Just a minute. See this itinerary. It's in a small handwriting, but at each point where your train stops, you are having an opportunity. Okay. So we start with, is it visible now, Shruti ma'am? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, pretty visible.
Yeah. So we start with the fundamentals. And believe me that you have already started on this journey. Your train has already started on this journey because you are aware about matrices and linear algebra. Done. So you go on the second station, hash functions and binary tree. You know data basics, inner join, outer join, CAPM, tabular data, data frame. And now your train comes here. Right. Now this is the area from where you will have to now drive your learnings. So the first things which you can learn very easily are in blue. I will send this to you. Don't worry. I will send to Shruti ma'am, and Shruti ma'am will. So you can take your just think that this is your train of future in which you want to sit and you want to make your career. Okay. So the first blue lines: exploratory data analysis, histograms, percentiles, probability theory, Bayes theorem, random variables, cumulative distribution functions, skewness, ANOVA. All these things you have already done in Excel. You have to just do it in SPSS. You must have done all these examples in manually. I am 100% sure you must have done at various levels. In engineering also you must have done at various levels, right? Because statistics subject is there. So now only you have to do is you have to expand this train to central limit theorem, Monte Carlo, hypothesis testing, p-value, chi-square estimation, kernel density, covariance, correlation, regression, Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance is used in cluster analysis. Then, when you are clear with this, you will have to understand the concepts of machine learning. You cannot reach much machine learning until and unless you are clear with the fundamentals of all this. You are having an opportunity, or you are blessed that you have already learned all these things, and therefore it is very easy for you to have a exposure of machine learning. Okay, so now you have to learn supervised, unsupervised learning, prediction, classifier, classification rate, boosting, bagging, logistic regression. So I have driven my personal train. I have went till text mining NLP, right? But I am never able to use Java. I don't know because I have never worked on Java, right? So these are all things which are, these are toolbox. I am working on RStudio, right? And Python. Java, you can do it. You can work on this Spark and Storm also, the industry requires, or Flume. So this is a toolbox which you can pick up to run this train. Okay, let us come here in green zone. how to read the CSV data file, data frames, what are factors, what are arrays, matrices. Who can better tell about arrays, matrices, vectors better than the engineer? Because we are doing the sums on it. We are having a sums on this, right? So definitely we will be able to do it. Okay, then you have to learn R. If you want to be in you can say big data handling, you will have to go for big data, and you will have to run map reduce fundamentals, Hadoop components, HDFS, data replications. These things you will have to learn, right? If you only want to be in data visualization, that I am interested only in data visualization, there, as I have shown you the Tableau and Power BI and all this. So I only want to make a career in data visualization. Okay. So what are the options which are available? Tableau, IBM Many Eyes, Infovis, D3.gs, Decision Tree, Timeline. You will see the ads in the paper. Tableau or Tableau trainers required. Microsoft Power BI trainers required. D3.gs trainers are required. Then there is a spatial charts which are there, not spatial, spatial charts. Those who can understand the geographic data. If you master yourself in the geographic data, okay, that how to what type of topography is to be detected and all that, you can make your career in spatial charts, now line charts, and these are all related to visualization. When I talk about data ingestion, you must be having a knowledge of summary of data formats, data discovery, data sources, data integration, data fusion, and transformation and enrichment, which you require the knowledge of open refine, which I already talked about this, cleaning a data. You should, if you are having a knowledge of ETL tools, you must be aware extraction, transformation, and loading. Here also we require softwares for ETL tools. That is MongoDB is a tool which is required in the industry just for extracting the data. MongoDB. Okay. Then in data munging, we require data scrubbing, normalization, handling missing values. So just see the opportunities which are there for you, right? So many opportunities which are there for you. Okay. So this is all about me, all about this data science from my side. Over to you, Shruti ma'am. If there is any question, please ask. Shruti ma'am, over to you.
Sure, sir. Um,
Any
students,
questions?
students, any queries from your side?
Any queries which are there from your side?
So, although by the time if we get some queries, actually statistics is subject for students which is aligned to students, alien to students. Although I should not say alien, but still a deep knowledge into our curriculum is not being given. As we'll move to data analysis and IoT and machine learning courses, then maybe these students will get a deeper insight into statistics.
Okay.
But I still have a question to ask, to put up to you. Do we have how much is quality control important for students? Like we have talked about this thing, uh, data
May.
analysis throughout. How much do you think for mechanical, civil engineers, and the code branch engineers? How much do you think this data analysis would be helpful for them? How can the knowledge of statistics help them?
Okay, I'll start the game first. Right. Now see, you are talking about quality management first thing, and you are talking about quality controls,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
There is a software which is Minigen, in which these engineers can take a Six Sigma belt. Six Sigma belt. Just,
Hmm.
just a minute. हाँ हाँ जोइए in which they can take a Six Sigma certification. Okay, and they can build up the career. It is related to quality control. Are they having a subject of upper this statistical quality control SQC by Mahajan, which we used to have?
Mm, no, sir. As
Okay,
far
it's
as I
fine.
know, no. No.
It is fine. So you can have you can also organize one workshops in this quality control by
Mm.
using Minitab or design expert, because
Okay.
why engineers are required in this field is because they are having a knowledge of machinery. They want a knowledge of statistics and
Yes.
Minitab software. And if there is a combination of Six Sigma belt, Six Sigma certification, they can get good opportunities.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. I
Is there
think,
any
sir,
question which is
students have not put up any questions as of now, but I think the prospects that you disclosed in your lecture, I think those are going to build up interest into our students on learning statistics and the various statistical softwares.
okay?
Regarding learning the various opportunities that the market has for them. So I think it is going to be beneficial for the students. So, sir, I think this was a very fruitful lecture. And Pallavi ma'am, I request Pallavi ma'am. There is principal sir, right?
Is
I
may
think this was a very fruitful lecture. Sir, principal sir, can I request you to speak a few words? I think this was a very fruitful lecture.
just a
Sir,
moment.
principal sir, can I request you to speak a few words?
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone, and special thanks to Professor Dhaval Mehta for joining us today in this session. I'm sure our students, faculty members would have learned a lot. I'm sorry, let me apologize. I could not attend the entire session, but then in between, for a couple of minutes, I was joining, and then again, I had to leave the session for some work. But then the overall feel that I got from today's session is that mathematics, as we when I was a student and we were thinking that mathematics is quite different from the engineering subjects, particularly the computer science engineering subjects. That was a myth, and I'm sure as soon as the students would know that it's a myth, and both the subjects, mathematics, statistics, engineering, sciences, and computer science, everything, all are amalgamated. So there is a closely woven infrastructure and web of all these subjects together. I could hear a couple of terminologies in today's session by Professor Mehta, which are very much used in computer science engineering. Of course, being a mechanical engineer, I would not be able to comment much on the computer science engineering subjects and the relation with mathematics. But then, with the advent of new reforms from the AICT, we have also been able to initiate a couple of new branches at our sister colleges. For example, BTech in data science or BTech in artificial intelligence, machine learning, also Internet of Things. So I'm sure these new initiatives would definitely give a pace and a bigger and a larger momentum to the academic initiative that we have been taking at sister colleges. Also, experts like Professor Dhaval would also add value to all these initiatives. Every now and then, we shall be able to take your help, sir. And definitely, I would appreciate Professor Spurti to initiate this series of talks. I would say that it's not a talk, but let this be a series of talks. Uh, and I hope it will continue in future with lot more experts like Professor Dhaval. Thanks again, Professor Dhaval Mehta, for joining us today. And I
Thank you. Thank
appreciate
you.
the entire event, the way it was conducted, anchored by Professor Pallavi Dikshit and coordinated by Dr. Smruti Verma, also attended by a large number of faculty members and students of sister colleges. I also came to know that there are students from other institutes, other colleges also who are joining. So thanks to students for joining us, not only from SISTEC but out of SISTEC. I'm sure these kind of SISTEC would help you in some way or the other. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Manish sir, Dr. Shruti ma'am, Dr. Professor Pallavi Dixit for giving me an opportunity in your esteemed organization. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And I really apologize for the Saturday. I had an urgent meeting, but still you considered my request. I am thankful to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
That's fine, sir. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
We
you. Thank
are
you.
indeed thankful to you, sir. And with this, as I was crossing by the corridor and had seen students sitting in the auditorium, they were busy
Pallavi
taking
ma'am,
notes
I would
from
like
your
to
session.
interrupt you. Can I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, there is a question from our student of seventh
Yeah.
semester. He has put up a question. Can we start learning Tableau as freshers? Or for that, we need a good command in MS Excel. This is his question.
My answer to this is, ma'am, we will have 1 2 hour session with you. I am demanding a work from you only, that you give me the work for 2 hours and I'll train your students without any fee. Okay, without any fee. Without any fee. Tell them to download it and they will enjoy it. Okay, we will do
Okay,
that.
sir. Okay, sir.
And you
We'll do
don't
that.
require any knowledge of Excel. Okay, I'll do the training for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Pallavi ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. That would really be a golden opportunity for our students to get to learn from you, sir. And we will update this with our training and placement department who wish to make their career in the business analytics field so that they can be trained by such an expert faculty.
You
And
were
I
saying
myself
something.
have
You were saying something, ma'am. What?
So that would be really a wonderful and a golden opportunity for our students to be trained by you and to be supervised by you in this field, as there are students who wish to pursue their career in business analytics field. So we will ask the training and placement department to update our students, and we would like you to be in touch for further endeavors in our college so that we can give a good career path to our students. I hope my voice is audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And to be honest, sir, I myself have made a few notes from your sessions, and I'm really amazed by seeing the ideas which you have put up in such a pictorial form, and that too patiently. So, as you have said about various attributes of data in terms of volume, variety, veracity, and velocity, that was really amazed to see. And the profile business analytics, in which we have to learn about R, Python, SQL. I being myself from a non-engineering background, but as I have got fascination in the topic, I found it associated with day-to-day life, the statistics part, as we book online tickets, as the examples which we have quoted, we book online tickets, the airplane tickets. So, and it is all based on statistics and artificial intelligence, has been clearly said by you. So we are really indeed very thankful to you, sir. And it is rightly said that you always have to have a good mentor in life. So we need to choose those mentors rightly. And we somewhere see that by choosing you, our students are definitely going to progress ahead in
Thank you.
their career
Thank you.
path.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Shruti madam has not has you can say done nothing wrong by calling me. I feel so.
No, sir, it is such a good utilization of our time. And we are thankful to you for imparting your precious time in such a busy schedule of yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so
And
much.
Thank you, Shruti ma'am, once again. And I apologize again for Saturday. It's from the bottom of my heart that I had to cancel because of some emergencies. So, see you,
We
students,
understand.
again next time. And if it is possible, I will try to visit your place. Let's see if things turn down to be in good way. Okay, all of you. Thank you.
Expecting you here in the campus,
thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, here at last, but not the least, sir, I would like to propose a vote of thanks as sir has always Dhaval sir has already expressed his gratitude towards college. It is our duty to thank our management and the entire first year department, the digital team, the IT team, and all the valued students who have connected with us today for the program. So thank you all. Have a great time ahead.